Auzubillahiminash-shaytanir-rajeem. Bismillahir-rahmanir-rahim. Assalamu alaikum, everyone. Our today's topic is about a very, very special prophet called Prophet Sulaiman alayhi salam. And we are going to be talking about the kind of superpowers that Allah Ta'ala blessed him with. Now, in today's world, we are surrounded by superheroes. We love our superheroes. They're everywhere. Okay, they are on our t-shirts, they are on our caps, they are even there on our bed sheets. And I even saw the other day that वो जो गमले होते हैं even उन पे जो है superheroes के stickers लगे हुए थे. Okay, so they surround us. But guys, these superheroes and their superpowers are fake. Okay, they're just acting. You all know that, right? But let me tell you a true story of a prophet that Allah Ta'ala blessed with powers no one will ever have or no one ever had before him. So let's start. Okay, before we start, how do you really know about a person from 3000 years ago? Okay, so this prophet, Prophet Sulaiman Islam, came 3000 years ago. How do you know about him? How do you know I'm not making the story up? Like, how do you know this is just not a made up tale or something? So, a lot of you already knew this answer. Allah Ta'ala actually told Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and all these things, all of his story is recorded either in the Quran or the Hadith for us. So that is where we get our source from, and that's how we know about this person from 3000 years ago. Obviously, we didn't have any cameras or recording system, or I don't think even paper existed at that time to write books or stories. Okay, so we have the genuine story very much with us in the Quran today. Okay, moving ahead. Guys, before we start, I want all of you to know that these are not just fairy tales, and these are not like the Marvel or DC superhero stories that we just look at and we have fun, and then we just like move on with our lives. No, Allah Ta'ala says that the reason He mentions these prophet stories in the Quran is for a very specific reason. It is to learn important lessons in a fun way. Okay, Allah Ta'ala created us and He knows we all love a great story, and so that we don't repeat the same mistakes, we can get super wise by learning from people of the past. Okay, moving ahead, the first human and the first prophet ever was Prophet Adam alayhi salam. We also did Prophet Nuh alayhi salam, that was in level A. This year we have covered Prophet Musa alayhi salam and his brother Prophet Harun alayhi salam. And we are now doing Prophet Sulaiman alayhi salam, whose father Daud alayhi salam was also a prophet. So before we move ahead with the story, Prophet Sulaiman alayhi salam was at this place called uh, Palestine, okay, which is nowadays called Israel, and this place is actually called after him Solomon's Temple or Masjid-e-Aqsa. So this place is actually still there, and it's a living proof of that he was there once upon a time. Now you guys all spotted Israel in this map, which is very close to Egypt, where Prophet Musa was. This is Israel. This is somewhere where Prophet Suleiman was. Okay, so moving ahead. Then we saw this really nice cartoon story of Prophet Sulaiman alayhi salam. We learned a lot of things from this movie. I'm going to link it down in the description box below so you can go and watch it later. But what we saw was that Prophet Sulaiman alayhi salam was very blessed from a very young age because he already saw his dad was first of all a prophet and his dad was also a king. So he already kind of knew how prophethood and kingdoms worked. Okay, and Allah Ta'ala had also given him a lot of wisdom. Okay, everyone has their own capabilities, but his capability was that he was very, very wise. He was very good at making decisions, and his father always encouraged him, and he always listened to him and took his advice from a very young age in making decisions between two people who are fighting and stuff like that. So we saw that since a very young, even when he was a young boy, he was already making decisions and he already knew his things. So as he grew up at the age of 20 only, some of you are like, how can he be a king at 20? Well, he was preparing since Allah Ta'ala was preparing him since a very young age. Anyways, so at the age of 20, his father passed away and then he became the king and Allah Ta'ala also gave him prophethood. So one day, he's like a young king, he's like super rich, and even though he's very, very naked and all, but still, I mean, guys, he's a guy, he's like young and all. So what happened was he had like these really cool horses, and he was just like busy looking at them one day after a really cool race, which was probably taking place there. So his heart kind of got distracted, and he missed his evening prayers. Okay, so we kind of discussed about what are the our today's horses which keep our hearts distracted. So well, those are cars, our Lamborghinis and our Ferraris, and the car races. So yeah, probably something like that happened to him, and then Allah Taala put him through a test. He became very sick, and then he asked Allah Taala for forgiveness, and he asked Allah Taala for a kingdom that no one ever had and no one will ever have in the future also. ठीक है? So Allah Ta'ala forgave him, and Allah Ta'ala granted him such a cool kingdom, ठीक है? Where we learned that he could talk to animals, he could control the wind, and he could even control the jinns. Okay? So we saw that part in in the
With
movie, and then we kind of had a little chat about jinns. Now, as you can see, Prophet Sulaiman alayhi salam, a human who used to control jinns because Allah Ta'ala had told him that he could do that, and he had given him the control and the ability to do that. Okay, which by the way, no one till that time had, and no one in the future will have the way he did. Okay, so, sometimes we get the word jinn itself seems so scary and we get super scared. Okay, "Hi, jinn aa gaye." I feel like that's because, of all the Halloween costumes we see and all the like ghost movies we see, there's nothing to be scared about jinns, honestly. Because, first of all, who made the jinns? Allah Ta'ala did. Allah Ta'ala made us too, right? How are they different from us? Well, we just can't see them, okay? Just like angels, we can't see the angels. Are we scared of angels? No, we are not, okay? So, why can't we see them the same way we can't see angels or Allah Ta'ala? Maybe our eyes aren't designed to see them. Simple, okay? They're just another creation of Allah Ta'ala, which Allah Ta'ala hasn't really, made for us to see, okay? Similarly, we also discussed that shaitan is also a jinn. Nevertheless, Allah Ta'ala has already taught us that if we read Auzu Billah and Bismillah, shaitan becomes like a small bee and just flies away somewhere, okay? So there's something to be scared about. If anything, they should be scared of us because, we are like the best creation of Allah Ta'ala. Okay. So, guys, like, chill, seriously. There is nothing to be scared about the jinns. If anything, if we do get scared of jinns, you know what happens? The jinns like start maybe, probably start laughing at us. Here, Topa, dekho, ye log kaise, they're such scaredy cats these people are. And probably, they start teasing us more. Okay. So, you need to be brave, you need to be strong. And that's what Allah Ta'ala wants us to be brave superheroes. Okay. Allah Ta'ala does not want us to be scaredy cats, all right? Shaitan wants us to be that. So pick your side. Which side are you going to be? The scaredy cat side or the fearless superhero side? All right. Okay. So then we talked about what did he use all his gifts for. So now Prophet Sulaiman alayhi salam had lots of gifts. He could control the air. He could, talk to the animals. He could use the jinns. Okay. But guys, he used all these gifts, all his capabilities and abilities for the good. Okay. For spreading Allah Ta'ala's words and always, thinking of ways to, provide for the community and, always thanking Allah Ta'ala, always staying humble, not being a total show off and stuff like that. You know how some people around us, when they get too much, they get a bit too arrogant and show offy. Well, no, he was very, very humble. He was always thankful to Allah Ta'ala, and he always used all his gifts for good. So, the question arises, the lesson that we learn here is, what will you use your talents and abilities for? So now I know we are not, we can't be like Prophet Sulaiman al Islam because no one is ever going to have the kind of powers that he did. But if you just think about it, we all are blessed with powers, okay? We all, some of us are very good at giving speeches, some of us are very good at art, some of us are so good at maths, while others are maybe very creative, or some of us can make very good videos. All of us have our own talents, okay? How will we use these talents? Now that is the lesson we learn here, okay? All of us are blessed in some way or the other. Now how we use that talent, that is the question, okay? We can grow up to be whatever we like, okay? But we always need to remember that we should always be thankful, humble, and we should always use our talents for good. So I hope this concept was clear and I hope you really enjoyed the story. For all of you who were not able to see this, I have linked down the entire video in the description box below. Do have a look. Okay, take care. Allah Hafiz.